Hello. Decided to do a testimony about the CBD HempWorks products. My name's Kumi Taylor. I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes, see if anybody hops on. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. I know it's a busy part of the week, but I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I see a lot of topics about mental health issues, so I wanted to talk about that. I'll give it just a little bit more time and see if anyone jumps on. Alright, I'll go ahead and get started. Anybody that watches this later on, just comment below replay. And if you have any questions about the CBD oil, make sure you get with the person that added you to the group, and they can help you out. Okay, so I'm just going to jump into it. My name's Kumi. I'm a massage therapist. I live in Texas, and I have been taking the CBD oil for, well, since January, end of December, January, and I wanted to touch on some topics that I've been reading quite a bit about in here in the group, so I felt like it's my duty to share my testimony. I have suffered from depression most of my life, and my bipolar issues came up later in life, probably early 20s, and at the same time, okay, now I've got a viewer. Cool. Anyway, I was just talking about mental health issues I've been dealing with. Turn your phone. Oh, I'm sideways? How weird. Hi, Barb. How are you? Hi, Alan. Okay. Huh, that's weird. It's never done that before. Okay. I'm doing it this way. Is that better? Hi, Tammy. I'm just going to roll with this view for now, and if it's still sideways, please let me know and I'll try again. Anyway, I was just talking about some mental health issues that I've dealt with, and hi, Denise. Hi, everybody. Well, somebody just said they can't find me. I'm trying to help them. Hold on one second, guys. Oh, thanks, Barb. Okay. Anyway, yeah, no problem. Anyway, I've been taking the CBD oil. Sorry, I'm not used to this. The CBD oil since January, late December, and I originally wanted to try it because I had been suffering from severe neck pain since 2005 from a wreck, and being a massage therapist. Hi, Ellen. Yes, I was sideways before, so I'm just going to go roll with the vertical. um, so, yeah, anyway, I keep getting sidetracked. I started taking it, and I noticed gradual improvement with my pain. But what I wasn't expecting was I had issues with anxiety before, and it helped a lot with that, and I wasn't expecting that at all. So that was a big surprise. And hi, Deanna. Hi, Angela. I'm a little bit nervous, but that's okay. I felt like I needed to come on here and talk about how my life has completely changed. And some people I know take, prescription medications for their issues. I couldn't because my severe side effects, they were so bad. So I was kind of desperate to find alternative methods. Hi, Deanna. Hi, Royce. How are you? And thanks, Barb. So yeah, anyway, like I said, with my main trigger for bipolar was not sleeping, and I would go days without sleeping, and that's definitely improved and made a huge difference in my life. I also wanted to mention thanks, Deanna. I also wanted to mention about PTSD. I started having those issues right around my late 20s, and I would have times where I couldn't even drive, especially at nighttime. And that's obviously detrimental in anyone's life because most of us have to drive every day. And now, like, I did a out-call massage in Dallas, downtown Dallas, and had to drive, and it was, when I came home, it was nighttime, and I literally was just cruising all the way home. I'm just going to wave here. I had no problem. I was just like going 70, the speed limit all the way home, no problem. I was like, I just am a totally different person. And it's just improved my life greatly. Also, I think a lot of like with depression comes extreme exhaustion, and my energy is so much better. And I can work full-time as a massage therapist. So it's like night and day. I'm a totally different person. I feel like I am anyway, for the better. Does anyone have any questions? I'm trying to look at my notes here. With the bipolar, I still have my ups and downs, but it's just manageable now. And I can, hi Dee Dee, thank you. And I don't know if some of you guys know the difference. There's bipolar 1 and bipolar 2. I didn't get that far into my diagnosis, but I also had psychosis with the mania, so that usually goes along with bipolar 1. And it really scared me because I had my stepdad, he was a psychiatrist, kind of ironic, right? But he deeply cared about me, and he was worried because he was like, Kumi, it's just going to get worse every year. And he knew I wouldn't take medication, and he respected that, but he was worried for me. And he's, passed on, but I know he's looking down on me and really happy to see that I'm doing so much better. And it's kind of emotional, but in a good way. I just feel like anyone who's scared, there's no side effects, and it's not, CBD oil is not a drug, it's a food supplement. I look at it as a superfood, and it helps a lot with what I need, and I just feel like I need to share because I've been taking it for a while, and I think a lot of people start taking something, a supplement, and they want immediate effects. I mean, we all want that, right? We want to feel better right away. Well, if you've been suffering with something for, thanks, Royce. If you've been suffering with something your whole life or like for 20 years, you can't expect to just feel better in a week. It's impossible. Thank you, Dee Dee. Anyway, you can't expect that. So it's, how do I say it? The CBD oil has a cumulative effect. I'm not saying this because I'm an expert. I'm saying it because of my experience. Basically, January was the month of physical pain relief. My neck pain did go way down. And then the next month, I noticed something else, like I haven't had panic attacks. Then the next month, I noticed that my energy has been going up, and also I had trouble focusing. Anybody who suffered with depression, you literally can't focus on anything. There's like a cloud around you and you're barely just trying to function day to day. There were days that I could not brush my teeth. And I'm just being open and honest because that's how deep, it was for me. And now it's like, I know to brush my teeth. It's not an issue. Or take a shower and fix my hair and all that stuff. So it's been an amazing journey. Especially when that's all you know your whole life. If that's all you know, how do you know that there's something wrong with you, right? You just think this is the way it is and I've got to deal with it. But because I was getting worse every year, I knew I had to take action. I had to do something. And I of course, started with my diet. And I have had digestive issues for a long time as well. So, of course, eating clean and healthy definitely helps with inflammation in the body and mental health issues. But the problem is, it's like catch-22. When you're sad, or I don't like to use sad because that's like an emotion. Depression is something that takes over your life. And when you have that, the thought of, oh, I'm going to eat healthy today is like not even an option, You're lucky to just eat something at all. So to try and get over that hump of getting healthier and all that, that's what CBD oil has done for me. It's not a cure-all. It's been more like I don't know, what do you call it? Like just a guide to help me get to where I need to be because I feel better. Does anyone have any questions? Like, I'm not sure what else to talk about. I can say my son has had the same issues that I've had, and when you have a child that's going through the same thing, and you feel like you've done everything because you've gone through it yourself, and yet they're still going through it, it's so painful. So my son takes it now, and he's just feeling so much better. And I was scared for him to go with the medication route because there are many side effects. So I'm really glad that he was open to trying it. So I can't really see comments anymore. I'm not sure if it's scrolling or... Hello, Nicole. Thank you. Oh, Ellen asked, how many milligrams do you take a day? Well, I don't really know. I take the 500 milligrams and I take drops. So I take about, all throughout the day total, I take about 20 drops now. I started with 5 drops twice a day, and now I'm up to about 20 drops a day. And I'm thinking about moving to the 750 just because I've been taking it for a while, and you get more bang for your buck when you take that. But, a lot of people don't need to do that. Hi, James. So I'd have to do the math and figure out how many milligrams. If anyone else can pipe in, I'm not sure. There's also been a lot of discussion about detox, and some people that don't know about it kind of freak out. Wait, I'm going to feel worse when I start taking this. Well, It's a possibility. Not everybody gets a cleansing detox reaction. Some people do, some people don't. I was the one of the people that did, just because I have a compromised immune system. Hi, Chris. And so I did have some side effects, but they didn't last long. I mean, not side effects, detox. Thank you, Barb. I know you were going to probably help out with that. Anyway, I did have a little bit of a detox reaction, and it was just, I felt a little bit more tired than usual. I felt a mild cold coming on, but it never actually came on. I just felt kind of run down, and that lasted about a week, and then after that I was fine. So I did want to bring that up because a lot of people ask about that, and they're like, oh, I'm going to get sick. No. If you start to feel bad, just cut back on how much you're taking. That's my recommendation. Thank you, James. Thank you so much for watching. Anybody else have questions? I can tell you my daughter also takes the oil. She is a lot like her daddy and doesn't have all my issues, but she tends to get really super focused on things and will get frustrated sometimes. Yeah, Barb, that's true. You don't need a whole lot, especially at first. Barb was saying for people with anxiety, less can usually work better. Yeah, a lot of times that's true. Anyway, my daughter, she's 10. She takes about 3 drops a day, and it's mostly for her, when she gets really frustrated and stuff, she'll take it and she feels relief. Tammy, no, there's no estrogen in the oil. Is that what you were asking? She's asking, is there any forms of estrogen-based oil in these? Not that I know of, but no, not in HempWorks for sure. Alan, a bottle lasts me personally about 6 weeks. I write down like every time I order the dates, so that's how I know. And I don't take the 20 drops every day. Some days I only need like 10. It just depends. So, any other questions? My husband, he started taking the THC free, which has no THC at all. The full spectrum has just between 0.03 and 0.08 kind of ranges from there, THC, and it's just minute amounts. Thank you, James said, I'm glad you're okay being on here. Yes, one step at a time. This is not easy for me, you guys, but I just feel like it is my job to do this because for the longest time, I suffered from this, and I wanted to tell the world, like, scream to the world, but I didn't have a solution, and without a solution, I felt like, what's the point, you know? And now I feel like I have a ground to stand on, and have become an advocate for it. So it's awesome, and I totally forgot what I was talking about before. 1 second. Oh yeah, my husband. He's a truck driver, and he cannot take the full spectrum CBD, so he takes the THC free, and he gets great relief. He gets stressed out really easily, so it helps him with that. And I take it sometimes when I, run out of mine, and I'll take his, and I don't notice a difference, to be honest with you. Royce asked, can you do with the regular? I'm not sure what you mean. Hold on 1 second. So if you can clarify, Royce, I will be more than happy to answer that for you. Any other questions? Anybody? I can say that my life has improved because I'm able to stick to a schedule. Usually I'm really scatterbrained and all over the place and don't know what I'm doing. That's kind of how I normally lived my life. And so, THC, well, the full spectrum has just trace amounts of THC, so you're not going to get high from it. It's just, it kind of helps relieve, what you're going, what some of your issues are. So you're not going to get high. Not sure if that's what your question was, but anybody else have questions? But anyway, yeah, I'm able to focus on my tasks that I need to get done. I'm in the middle of decluttering my house. I've never in my whole life have been able to do that, so that's kind of interesting. Cleaning it all up and having the energy to do it. And also socially, in the past in the past I never could have done a live video or any of that. I've always been very shy, so I'm super glad that I'm able to talk to people and share my story and feel good about it. I used to be terrified of being around people, and I would come home and just be exhausted just being out in public, and now I feel like energized, so it's kind of cool. You're welcome, Tammy. I'm so glad you watched. So if anyone doesn't have any more questions, I'm probably going to go ahead and get off of here. But if you are, thank you, Royce. If you're interested or, scared to try it or whatever, there's no reason, to feel that way. Of course, talk to your doctor if you have concerns about that. But other than that, go for it. You have nothing to lose. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye.